Hello, we'll begin in a child's pose. Balasana. Hands out in front of you as far as they can go. Elbows can be bent a little bit, head down. Just breathe. Stack your left hand on top of your right hand towards the right side of your mat. 5 breaths. Switch sides, right hand on top of left. Return back to center. Push your hands up, find toes pose. Release your toes under your feet. Push back on your hands. Just find stillness. Release your toes. You might bang the tops of your feet onto the mat. Just sit in a thunderbolt, lightning bolt position. We'll bring our hands in, up and down to prayer position. We'll start with an Om. Breathe in and cleanse, and then breathe in for song. Release all the air. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth, cleanse. Again, in through the nose. For song. Aum. Start breathing with your Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi pranayama, victorious breath, in through the nose, out through the nose. Find some wrist movements. You might grab your hands into a fist. Just roll it out a bit. We'll find a tabletop position. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. The next 5 breaths, find any movement that feels good for you. You might put your fingers facing back for a couple more cat-cows. You might find some hip rotations, some circles, doing anything that'll loosen you up a little bit, get your body moving, your lower back, your upper back. Two more breaths. Big inhales through the nose, big exhales through the nose. Return back to center. For tabletop, we'll reach 2 prop prints forward, lowering our chest and chin to the ground for puppy dog's pose. Slide forward into Sphinx, hands making an 11, ears releasing above your shoulders. Let's release our head to the mat. We're gonna find our left arm bent in a cactus position, and we're gonna push up on our right arm and sweep our right legs over, finding the ground with our right toes, maybe our whole foot, depending on our flexibility. Giving a nice stretch in your left shoulder, in your left oblique. You could release your head. You might find a half bind. And release back down to center, switch sides. Right arm cactus, left arm pushes up, tense the fingers, left foot over, finding the ground. And release back to center. Inhale, find a baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Maybe finding a little bit higher in your cobra with every breath. Inhale. Exhale, let's do 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Pause at the top. Exhale. Maybe look over your right shoulder. safer breath. Look over your left shoulder. And release. Push back into our first downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Step your right foot forward, left knee down, low crescent lunge. Hands go up. You might practice some pratyahara, sense withdrawal, closing our eyes, focusing on our balance, on our breath. We'll release our hands down. Our foot in the middle. Our next inhale, we're gonna look forward, push our chest forward, scooch our knee farther back, and exhale, find half Hanumanasana, half splits. Square your hips, tack your left hip forward, and find some depth. You might point your toe to get a deeper stretch in your calf. Inhale, crawl forward. Exhale, fall back into your left leg for Skandasana. Hands at heart center. If you're like me and love shoulder stretches, you might find a bind here. Hands to center of your mat. Push up into Prasarita Padottanasana, letter A wide-legged forward fold. Let your head fall heavy. Look forward. Move your hands next to your right foot. Scooching in your foot, left foot 1 foot length, finding Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Look forward, make sure your right arm is straight. Look back, make sure your left arm is in line. Keep your drishti after you look back to the front through your pointer or middle finger. Cartwheel your hands down. Find one-legged through three-legged dog, right foot up. Optional chaturanga or nataranga. Just move into a Adho Mukha Svanasana. If you're joining me in chaturanga, let's push up, half push up, chaturanga dandasana. Release our right foot down. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Other side, step our left foot forward, right knee goes down, hands up, low crescent lunge. Let's close our eyes again, bringing in some pratyahara. And let's release our hands next to our left foot, scooching our right knee back if you need to, or left foot forward if you need to, and exhaling into a half Hanumanasana, half splits. Tacking your left hip back, squaring your right and left hips. Hands next to your foot or a block if you have it. Toes can be pointing backwards, head can be down, whatever feels comfortable for you here. And scooch forward back into your modified crescent, low crescent, and exhale into a skandasana at the back of the mat. It's okay if your foot is above and it's not flat. Your right foot, you might find the same half bind that you found the other side, or not a half bind. Exhale, Prasarita Padottanasana. This time, let's clasp our hands behind our back, finding Prasarita Padottanasana, letter C. And let's put our hands down, release, crawl our hands forward, bring our right foot one footprint forward, finding our Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. And cartwheel our hands, finding our one-legged, three-legged dog, moving into our chaturanga or nataranga, urdhva mukha, adho mukha svanasana. Let's step forward into a Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold, hands up, exhale, release over. Let's make our way onto our back. Bring in both the knees, hug them into your chest. Exhaling, feet up, Ananda Balasana, happy baby. And exhale, release. Feel free to stay in a Shavasana corpse pose, or if you'd like, I sometimes prefer seated meditation for my final resting position. Release your Ujjayi, pranayama. Begin breathing normally. Start finding some movement if you're still in a Shavasana position. Work your way up into a seated meditation. If you're in a seated meditation, once you're here, let's raise our hands up. Touch them at the top, bringing in the energy of our practice, our mindful movements. We'll inhale to cleanse and exhale for song. Inhale to cleanse. Cleanse, exhale. Inhale for song. Bring our thumbs to third eye center, bowing in humility and reverence for the practice and our teachers before us. Namaste. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you had a great practice. I hope you continue being mindful throughout the rest of your day. That's when the real yoga begins. Enjoy. Take care.